I appear to have received a text from the challenger telling me that he's not going to win this war, but I need to break it to him gently and slowly in this video that I am going to win. Why? Because he's sort of already lost, but I'm going to let him off this one, and I'll explain how you, Luciano, sort of lost at the end of the video when I move on to my subject, because I've got to get through every response to what you said and your subject, which didn't really, well, it was a subject, I suppose, but you never actually went into the subject as of such. You said a sentence. You said big cocks and little twigs, but you didn't really vouch for that yourself, unless your subject is something else, which, again, wasn't made very clear, so you're a bit of a fail. But I got your text, and you're not gonna win. So, yeah. And I don't need to publicise on all these different viral sites that I'm gonna win, because I don't need I don't need someone to go, yeah, you're gonna win, because I already know I'm gonna win. And also, you're gonna feel like a dickhead when you have to tell everyone that you got thrashed by a girl, and she didn't even feel it necessary to boast about winning, because winning was good enough. Really. Now you can go get me a pack of crisps as well, because you made me want crisps earlier. But yeah. You have a Tumblr and you haven't fucking followed me, you prick. Yeah. Sorry. That was just an outburst right there that I'm not being followed by you, but you have a Tumblr, and I bet you only got it like after I showed you the site, so you should like really, really, really be following me. Or you've had it before and I don't like it now, or you had it before, but you know I have a Tumblr and you're not following me, which is kind of evil. Or you're following me, you're bare secretly following me, and I don't even know what your blog is, and I'm like, shit, you've been stalking me and I haven't known about it. But yeah, and you just sucked a cock too if you're telling me off about sucking cocks in videos. Also, you seem to know a lot about giving head, Luciano. So let me think about that one. You bet I like doing it. I'm not the one who managed to correct me on my hand gestures and replace it with a whole nother sort of one. And it looked a lot more realistic when you did it. So, I think you should care to elaborate on the penis thing. And if you're a lesbian, there's nothing wrong with being a lesbian, but I'm not personally a lesbian. I'm not sure. This is what I mean. Your topic wasn't made very clear at all. You just threw on a couple of sentences at the end as if they were questions rather than a subject, which is a bit of an epic fail on your part. But, and then big dicks and little dicks. What about them? That they're big and they're little? Like, that you get some of them that are like 10 times your head and you're like, oh, get away from me! If that goes in me, I'm gonna snap in half and become some sort of disfigured child. Or the tiny ones that you sit there and go, is it in yet? Oh, sorry, it is. Yeah, oh, this is good. Oh, I'm enjoying it. You just don't look at my face and my lack of expression because you're so good. Yeah, the ones where you have to fake it are pretty bad. But, yeah, so, again, Luciano, that's kind of a fail because you didn't talk about your subject enough to give it subject, if that makes sense. Because nothing else can be said for a sentence. You need to throw out more than a sentence. But I'll let you off. I mean, it's your first fuck up. So I'm going to talk about fuck ups because we've just gone into the first fuck up. And it sort of flows on quite nicely from that little fuck up, Luciano. Things like me forgetting my own name when I went into a bank. That was kind of stupid. And things like that. You know when you like run into a wall and you're like I've done that a couple of times. I nearly knocked myself out in college once because I ducked out of a class to get away from my English teacher and then ran straight into one of those open plastic covering things for work and like dropped to the floor. Or passing out from a paper cut is always quite an embarrassing one. Falling into swimming pools. Standing on your cat. Now that one is one that needs to go somewhere. That's a big fuck up because that thing screams and you'll never hear the end of it. Fuck ups in friendships, fuck ups in relationships, things where you end up losing people for stupid reasons because you were just being a twat. Yeah, that's basically my stories of fuck ups. I'm not going to describe all my fuck ups because we'd be here forever because I fuck up a lot. I mean, String them out. Oh, my screen went black. That was a fuck up. I didn't turn the screen off eco. So that it fucked up the end of my video. But yeah, that's it. Bye.